What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends at Welch & Company Jewelers, Elevate Fitness of Syracuse, and Stanley Law Offices. 38-3, the Bills take care of business at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And honestly, I thought this was a really tough challenge for Pittsburgh going into the game because they were missing two huge pieces of their defense. TJ Watt wasn't in there to rush the quarterback, and they didn't have, their number one corner in Witherspoon in there. So they were up against it really, really hard in this game. You're starting a rookie quarterback on the other side, and the Bills are just better. They're deeper. They have better players. They have Josh Allen, who today was ridiculous other than that awful interception he threw to his old teammate Levi Wallace. He went 20 of 31 for 424 yards and 4 touchdowns. The first NFL quarterback this season to have 300 passing yards in the first half. Gabe Davis lit it up. Stephon Diggs had a 100-yard game. And you know what? It was a 2022 draft-type game, man. Khalil Shakir went in there and was really, really good. Catching the ball, you can see Josh Allen is elevating all these guys. Isaiah Hodgins was in there, plucked off the practice squad, which becomes more and more important every day in the NFL. And you can just tell with Hodgins, you can tell with Shakir, you can tell with Gabe Davis, Josh Allen is becoming an elite leader and elevator, and that's what the great quarterbacks do. They make a lot of their guys better as the games go on, and it just shows you the cohesion and the connection that he has with all of his players. It's easy to just say Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs, but it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that to the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth guys, all the way to the 8th, 9th, 10th guys on this team. Quentin Morris, same type thing. So Josh Allen was on fire today. The defense did their job, obviously. What was weird was in the beginning of the game, the Bills, they had that third down, deep in their own territory. You're like, oh my goodness, here we go. Like the offense is stalling. Then all of a sudden, Josh Allen throws a moon ball, 98 yards to Gabe Davis. And then he hit him later in the game too, where Gabe Davis ripped it away from the defender. Just a sweet play. But the Bills, you score that touchdown and then Pittsburgh muffs the kickoff. They were down there, and it should have been 14-0, and it could have easily been, the Bills could have scored 40 points in the first half. They just had a lot of blown opportunities. But again, when this team is clicking and clicking all the way, they're hard to beat. They're hard to stop. And today was another situation with that. Obviously, the undermanned Steelers. And now Pittsburgh, by the way, in major danger of having Mike Tomlin have his first losing season in his career as a Pittsburgh Steeler head coach. I think they'll be okay. I just think they're just unhealthy right now. They got to groom Pickett. He's got to learn. He's got to grow. There is a lot to like there. But, Pittsburgh's offensive line also isn't very good. It hasn't been very good for a few years. It was really bad towards the end of Ben Roethlisberger's career. So the Steelers have a lot of work to do. They got to get healthy. Obviously, you're not going to get Watt back for a long time, probably till maybe early to mid next year. Minkah Fitzpatrick was brutal today. They didn't have their number one corner, so really, really tall order to go into Buffalo and compete with the Bills. Even when the Bills were having their mishaps in the beginning of the game, the Bills turned it on, and this game was over at halftime. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take, Steelers-Bills recap. Thanks for watching. I will tell you that you can download, subscribe, rate, and review my podcast. It's the ML Sports Platter, where I have big-time national guests on, like Bob Costas, Baseball Hall of Famers like Cal Ripken Jr. Make sure you go get the podcast wherever you get pods on your smartphone device. And we are brought to you here by Brian Comboy of Mass Mutual, New York State, your State Farm agent, Matt Graham, Prestwick Golf, and Jammin' Beats. Hey, if you're in and around Central New York, you need a DJ, go with my guy Jamie and his team. Go find Jammin' Beats on Facebook. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and as I always tell you, enjoy the games.